Hey everybody, welcome to Mad Backyard. Today we're going to show you how to make smash burgers on a Blackstone Griddle. We're also going to top them with grilled onions and an easy homemade burger sauce. I'll show you how I do everything step by step so that you can get perfect smash burgers on your Blackstone. Now, even if you don't own a Blackstone, you can still follow along this recipe using a cast iron pan over a gas grill or even a charcoal grill. One of the keys to making great smash burgers is prepping as much as you can before you start cooking. So you'll see we're going to take care of each ingredient one at a time so that once we cook our burgers, everything's ready to go and we can enjoy them while they're still nice and hot and fresh. Whenever I'm cooking smash burgers, I always use 80-20 ground beef or 80-20 ground chuck. That means it's 80% meat, 20% fat. This is important. What makes smash burgers great is that they fry in their own fat, so you want ground beef with a lot of fat in it for it to work well. Divide the ground beef up into 2.5 ounce individual portions by weight, or about a 1/4 cup in size if you don't have a kitchen scale. Then gently roll them into balls. Try not to overwork the meat too much, as this can toughen it up and create more of a meatloaf texture. You can set these back in the fridge for now while we get our other ingredients ready. Next, we're going to make a quick burger sauce. First, we'll mix 1/2 cup of mayonnaise with 1/2 cup of ketchup, then add 2 teaspoons of sweet pickle relish, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of mustard, and mix it all together. Mine is a pretty simple, straightforward burger sauce. You don't have to follow this exactly. You can make it your own. You can add a hot sauce, sriracha, Worcestershire sauce. Really do what you want, but have fun with it. I also love grilled onions on just about anything, but especially cheeseburgers. Now, some people like to slice onions really thin and then press them while they're raw right into the meat as they're making their smash burgers. However, I found that this doesn't actually cook the onions enough for my liking, so I prefer to grill them ahead of time and then add them at the end. Set one side of your Blackstone to about medium or medium low and drizzle a little bit of oil. I've got 2 sliced up onions I'm throwing on here, and then sprinkle with a little bit of salt to season and a little more oil as necessary. You don't need to add butter or sugar to get the onions to caramelize. They will caramelize on their own if you just give them a little bit of time and keep them moving frequently so that they don't start to burn from sitting too long in any one spot. After about 10 minutes, or once they're caramelized to your liking, you can push them over to one edge or one corner, and then turn that side of the Blackstone down to low. This will keep them nice and warm until they're ready to serve. Now let's get our buns ready. Toasting the buns is so simple to do, and yet it makes the smash burgers so much better. I found that if I try to toast the buns in and around the beef fat while the burgers are cooking, they end up a little too soggy and greasy for my liking, so that's why I like to toast them before the meat. You can use a very thin layer of cooking oil on the Blackstone, or spread some butter or mayonnaise directly on the buns like I'm doing here. I've tried all these methods and they all work pretty well. I've got the heat cranking on high, getting ready for the burgers on the right side of the screen here. So I'm going to keep the buns a little off center, closer to the warm side on the left. That way they won't burn the second I throw them down. They only need a minute or so check them frequently. Once they're toasted, I like to put them on a little rack on the side here to keep them nice and warm next to the onions. Now that we've got everything prepped and ready to go, it's time to smash some burgers. You can use the same cooking oil you did for the onions if you want to, but I really like to use this Wagyu beef tallow when I'm cooking steaks and burgers on my Blackstone. It's just pure rendered beef fat, and I really like the flavor and crust I get when I cook with it. Let the fat or oil get nice and hot for a minute or two before you add your meat. And then make sure to space your burgers a few inches apart from each other so that you have plenty of space to smash them down flat. I've seen a lot of people use little squares of parchment paper to keep their burger press from sticking to the meat. However, I found that this is a little more trouble than it's worth. One option is to drizzle a little bit of oil on the burger press before you smash it down on the meat. Another option I've seen people do, and I usually tend to go with this one, is just flip the burger balls one time before you smash them down. That way there's a small cooked area in the center of the meatball that your burger press will not stick to. You can use spatulas to press down the burgers, but I really like this cast iron burger press. It has a lot of weight to it, and I get a nice even press on my smash burgers from edge to edge. You also want a good pair of high heat barbecue gloves like the ones I'm wearing. That way you can really press hard and hold the burger press down for a while without burning your hand. I'll put links to everything I'm using today down in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. Don't be afraid to really press down and hold on the burgers, and if your burger press does end up sticking a little, try sliding it off to the side rather than pulling straight up, and it'll usually come right off. Right now is the best time to season the burgers before you flip them. You can use a burger seasoning or just some kosher salt. I like Lowry's seasoning salt too. After another 15 or 20 seconds, go ahead and flip the burgers over to cook on the other side. Because they're so thin, they're not going to take long to finish cooking at this point. So go ahead and throw your cheese on. You don't have to use a melting dome like this, but a little shot of water on the Blackstone to create steam right before you put it down melts the cheese really, really fast. Once the cheese is melted, if you're making double smash burgers like I am, you can stack one patty on top of the other. Go ahead and get your buns on the plate and get your burgers on the buns. This is when you'll be thankful you had everything ready to go so that you can quickly make your burgers and enjoy them while they're still hot. First, we'll top them with the warm grilled onions, followed by some pickles, and of course, our burger sauce. All right, guys, let's give these a try. juiciness. Give this one a bite, see how it tastes. Had to wipe my mouth on that one. That's how good this is. Just so juicy, such good crust on the outside from smashing them. The cheese, the onions, the burger sauce, everything's just so good on here. Again, you can make this your own. Tomatoes, lettuce, whatever else you want to add or take away for that matter, but these are just delicious and I'm gonna enjoy these for sure. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to get more content like this from our channel. I'll put a link to the full step-by-step recipe at madbackyard.com down in the description below, along with links to all the products we use today if you want to check those out as well. Thanks for watching.